So the episode opens with Daddy and his. What can we get him? I don't know, something to get this discoloration off the side of his face. But we open with Daddy and his discoloration confronting Heavenly about the penis party. Heavenly said, I thought it was in poor taste. No, you didn't. You loved every minute of it. That man picked you up and you were swooning. So everybody shows up at Dr. Jackie's house for the trip. Her shady ass. Should I cut these muffins in half to subconsciously help everybody? And I'm with Curtis on this one. That's your way of thinking. Or Curtis, or whatever her big ugly's name is. Oh, Paulette's joining them on the trip too. Okay, so Cecil says, while you ladies are gone, we're going to be doing a sip and paint. And Simone said, look, I don't care if it's a twatting paint or a sip and gina. I don't want to hear about it. Child, you ain't fucking Cecil, so I don't know why you care. I think you'd be more upset over missing the twat at the twat and paint. Or the sip and gina. Oh, Lord, Quad and this Nene reject wig. I can't. Oh, Jesus, Quad says her and Simone still have unfinished business. Child, the only finished business is you on this damn show. Okay, we getting on the bus. 4 hours of a bus ride. Ooh, this might be a yawn. Heavenly said, I was offended that little boy picked me up. And Toya said, honey, you were happy he could pick you up. And 2 seasons ago, he wouldn't even have tried. So I'm with Toya on that one. Oh, God. So we're celebrating Toya moving into her 9,000 square foot house. That's like a mall. 9,000 square feet. I've been living in New York for too long because I couldn't even imagine what I would do with all that space. I'd be cool with 3,000, honestly. That's all I need. And then Heavenly gonna say, you act like it's such a big accomplishment. I got a house. It is a big accomplishment. And just be happy for her. But you know, jealous heavily. Okay, now Buffy gonna say, real money don't talk about money. And she has a point. She has a point. And Heavenly always letting everybody know how much she make, how much she worth, how much Daddy got. Yeah, she ain't used to nothing. Heavenly said, my house is almost paid for. Toya said, well, it should be. It's only worth $50,000. I mean, probably 500. She got a point. This is a boring-ass bus trip. Buffy giving out tax advice. We got some old flicked twerking. Shout out to Ford's Rocks. Okay, we're finally in Savannah, and we're going to have our dinner en blanc. Oh, they're staying in an old house. It looks a little run down. Looks like it could use a new coat of paint. My goodness, those houses are so close to each other. Jeez, look right into your neighbors. Okay, Jackie, Bravo, why do you keep taking these trips to these tiny-ass houses with 8 people? You got 4 bedrooms and 8 people. Y'all couldn't get the house next door, too. Oh, my God, they're sharing beds? I ain't sharing beds with a coworker. Okay, now everybody acting like, oh my God, I'm so scared of a haunted house. I live in a building probably just as old as that Savannah house, if not older. There are no ghosts. There are no ghosts. I have lived in the city for 7 years now. And I've lived in old townhouses. I've lived in old buildings, like old, like 18 something. Like if there were going to be ghosts, they'd be up and through. There is no such thing as ghost. I'm sorry. It's just, no. At least not on camera. Because I'm sorry, any ghost, any spirits in here want to kick in on the rent? Anybody? Nope. Nope. Maybe they got rid of the ghost when they renovated the place. Oh, God, they are out here trying to cover mirrors. Okay, so we're heading to our revival dinner. Contessa still quit the program, and she thought that would help shit at home, but your husband's kind of an asshole. Also, you need a maid and a nanny. I would say, yeah, maid and a nanny, that would help. But, he's an asshole, and he's not attractive. Okay, so the girls kind of called Contessa out saying she was being passive aggressive. Now, I will say it's one thing to leave for a year to go to school. It's another thing to go to a party for 3 days. Like, those are different. We can't compare them. But your husband's an asshole. Mariah is right. Y'all do this sister friend revival, let's be girlfriend shit every year, and every year it's the same bull. Now, you know it's got to be bad when I'm agreeing with Mariah. Okay, everybody's got one girlfriend code rule that they're going to write on their scroll. Because Jackie comes with a scroll. You know what? At least she's thorough. I'll give her that. Candy in the chat said, why don't Toya and Eugene hire someone to help them unpack? For a plot line, I think that they are going to have somebody to come in, but with them being so stressed out and trying to do everything themselves, it gives them something to do. Or they may just not be able to afford it. You know, they on a budget. They on a budget. This meeting is pretty dry. Dry like that blonde shit on Quad's head. Ooh. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Jesus, Jesus. So now, Toya says, I think I should be able to ask a question without people thinking there's a preconceived notion behind it. I would just say preface the question like, hey, I'm coming to you in love and sisterhood, and I just want to make sure you're okay. Quad, is your divorce final yet? And then she said, are you getting into my business? I mean, honey, you're getting divorced. It's public. It's not getting into the business. It's a yes or no. It's no, still working on it. Okay. You know, you need anything, you need to talk, I'm here. Quad always wants to take everything as an attack because Quad always attacks people. So she's just afraid of her karma. That's what that is. Okay, so Buffy is talking about how lonely it is at the top, and okay, Buffy, you can't find no other rich women to hang out with. You ain't a billionaire. You ain't a billionaire. You can't find no other women with 8 figures to hang out with. Okay. In Atlanta, I'm sure they have some very, very wealthy women, self-made, in Atlanta. You could even go down to Miami. You got money. Ugh. Sometimes you can't tell folks you're killing it. Girl. I can see a set of circumstances where, like, you know, things took off for you. I thought you were like family money, though. But anyway, I could see shit taking off for you and you leaving friends in the dust, and then it's like you're suddenly the one that has to pay for everything. But that normally happens with people who aren't family money. This is a very humble brag. And Toya looking at her like, we're here in sisterhood, so I'm going to let you have your moment. But honey, I can't wait to get upstairs and roll my eyes. Now, you see, Toya, you weren't listening. She didn't say her friends were at the bottom. She said she was at the top. And other people aren't making as much as her. Not that they're not making moves, but it's one thing to be like, oh yeah, I'm making a cute 200,000 to making like, you know, 200,000 a month. It is different. So, Toya, you see, you heard that at the bottom because that's where you think you are. You got to check your own self-esteem on that. Because she never said her friends were at the bottom. She just said, I'm doing better than. And now I do believe that is a fact. Toya is very insecure, Candy. I agree. I am not mad at Jackie's short bob. I'm sorry, Simone's bob. I like this little angular cut on her. I think it makes her look younger. It's got a funness about it that Simone doesn't have. Simone is anything but fun. Girl, we're about to light a unity candle like it's a 90s wedding. I can't. Do people still light unity candles at weddings? I remember that was all the rage. That was all the rage. I don't know if they do it anymore. I haven't been to a wedding in years. I just send a gift and tell you I got to do something that day. I ain't got time for your wedding. The food gonna be shitty and the drink's gonna be watered down or a cash bar. I could go to a cash bar by my damn self. Whoa. So Toya's like, look, Quad, Mariah really heard about the drug Allegay. That is a lot to put out about somebody, especially when she's got kids. Like, you don't want to be doing that. But Quad's like, nope, I saw what I saw, I smelled what I smelled, and we sniffed what we sniffed. Oh, God. Mariah said, well, you know what? I ain't gonna let Bravo punk my ass. I'm gonna go get a hair sample drug test that goes back 10 years. So you can see I'm clean as a whistle, sharp as a thistle, best in all Westminster. Okay, now Quad gonna say, well, that's inconclusive. It's time to backpedal and pussy pop on this one. I don't know why Mariah hasn't sued you. Oh, I know why, because you don't have shit. You probably making $5 an episode over on Sister Circle, and that's why you're clinging to this show for dear life. Okay, I don't think they were friends in college. I think that they became friends when she moved to Atlanta. I don't think that they were friends in college. Yeah, they weren't friends in school because Mariah said when she came here, her license was her address. So yeah, they weren't friends in school. God, Quad and Mariah are so contentious. Were they fucking? They must have been fucking. They must have been. The way Quad said, this is the best that we can do right now. Ooh, those scissors, Sister T. So, of course, Heffley has to pipe up and say, I believe Quad. I believe Quad. Okay, so you believe a wild accusation. And I would say, as a mother, for you to say that about another mother, that's pretty shitty of you. Now, I can say it. I can say it because it's all roast and gags over here. But even if you felt that, you should have just kept that shit to yourself. Because, girl, you were a drunk the first 2 seasons you were on this show. So if you want to talk about substance abuse, we can talk about substance abuse. I am sick of her and her discolored husband. Heavenly, I want to know what type of poison are you slipping Damon that has his face discolored along the side? I want to know what poison is causing this discoloration right here. Let's talk about that, Heavenly. Let's talk about how you're hurting your husband. Oh, God, now they're going to say Mariah's having erratic behavior and breaking glasses. Quad, you can't talk about erratic behavior because you're right up there with the best of them. Wait a minute. No, that wasn't, that was Mariah and Toya that fell into the pool. But wait, no, you got into it with Lisa Nicole Cloud about your lesbian relationship. So, and you threw a glass at her, so you're just as erratic. Mariah, you need to calm down. I can't believe it, but I'm agreeing with Quad. You done lied on other people, so now you got lied on. It's not that big of a damn deal. Okay, you done taken the test to prove Mariah or Quad is lying on you about doing cocaine. Do I think Mariah does cocaine? I don't know if she's interesting enough at this point. Heavenly, can you do me a favor, and production also, don't shoot them so up high. I don't want upskirt porn with my reality shows. And I swear, Heavenly needs to tuck her twat in. I don't think that she's doing too much for it to be a lie. I think that this is the only thing that she has to talk about. Like Quad is holding on to shit from last season, just like Mariah, because they have nothing going on with their lives. Oh, God. So Heavenly going to her your mama place. So, you know she drunk and you're not going to get anywhere with her. So let's just move on. Oh, God, Mariah crying about the lies about her. Girl, you just holding on to whatever you can. I don't know why Mariah insists on being on this show when none of the women fuck with her. She's like the Amanda Seals of the show. Like, nobody's standing up for you. Nobody gives a fuck about you. Nobody wants to hang out with you. You know, only Toya. And that's so she has something to talk about other than constantly moving. Oh, God. Are there tears? I bet you she put an eyelash in her eye to get him to tear up. Okay, boring. Fast forward. They got these grown women in these tiny ass twin beds, and these are supposed to be women of means? Y'all couldn't have gotten a second house. This is a sorry trip. Heavenly, you believe Quad because you're evil. And you just love that to be true. You want to believe Quad. I feel like this. If Quad saw it, she was partaking in it. Oh, God, now she never did nothing to those girls. Those girls. Oh, that's right. When is that Star TV movie coming out so we can get a final send-off for our girls? Those girls. Well, I'm glad Mariah's finally understanding these people hate you. They do. They do. Child, we praying over this situation, but I don't think Jesus got time for this. All right, let's get to Scallopad. Now, Qua, ooh, girl, they finally gave me that look at the part that I needed. This is the shittiest lace for, oh, girl, you need to give Nene this wig back. Hold on, y'all. Let me show you something. Now, you want to say, I saw what I saw and I know Mariah's getting high. But, how high were you when you slapped this shit on your head and called it macaroni and left the house? How high were you? Because this wig is cracky. I mean, the makeup has cracked. So, a powder tea. A powder tea. You really came on this Joker with that Joker. I'm going to just call you Punchline. Because the wigs are the joke, and you, my dear, are the punchline.